Hey everyone, my name is Kyle. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about manifestation and that if you just do this one little adjustment, that one little tweak, you're able to manifest anything you want in your life. And I'm using some Neville Goddard technique to explain some concepts in this video. And I'm going to be sharing a quote with you of Neville Goddard. And when I read this quote from his teachings, it really changed my world, my view about manifestation, and it really helped actually manifesting, a lot easier. I think a lot of times people think that manifestation is really hard or it's some sort of magical thing that it almost seems it's impossible for me to, get the things I want in my life. When actually it's really easy to get a lot of things in your life. And if you just apply this little adjustment, it's going to make the huge difference in the world. And I'm really excited for you to try this out because I want you to be super successful and get the things you truly desire. And so I'm going to read a quick little quote from Neville Goddard. And it is, if we would become as emotionally aroused over our ideals as we become over our dislikes, we would ascend to the plane of our ideal as easily as we now descend to the level of our hate. So what Neville Goddard is trying to say in that particular statement is that we put so much energy into the things that we dislike, hate, complain about in life. I know some of my friends, they just kind of say a lot of things, a lot of things that they just constantly dislike, but they never actually talk about things that they actually like. And so some of my friends will say, I don't like that. I want to change that. This shouldn't be like this. And you might even know some people that are like that, where they're just genuinely a lot more negative, and they don't mean to be negative. It just comes across that way. Maybe it's just like a really bad habit that they got themselves into. But I've been around a lot of coworkers, especially in the restaurant industry, where they don't like the tip they got, or they don't like the table they got, or they wish they got more money, or something like that. And there's a lot of complaints. There's not a lot of things they actually like. And so what ends up happening, especially to those people, is that they actually manifest a lot of hate, dislike, and negativity. And there's just more instances that they're attracting to themselves in their world that they're just complaining about. And they're kind of always wondering why they keep doing that. And I remember one of my coworkers actually asked me about that. Like, why am I having a lot of negativity in my life? Blah, blah, blah. And it's because you're manifesting that. You are kind of creating and attracting that to your life, and you maybe not even realizing it, but those little adjustments will really help you along the way. When it comes to things that we want in our life, why don't we put that amount of energy into the things that we actually like? We put so much energy into things we don't like, and we say a lot of things we don't like, but never actually say a lot of things that we do like. And why don't we put that excitement and energy levels to things that are exciting in our lives, or things that we want to accomplish in our lives, things we want to desire, things we want to attract in our life, things that we want to accomplish in our life? Because when we do that, we're going to feel that positive energy in our life. We're going to feel that positive shift into our life. And so we have we have we have a choice. We have the option to get excited about something. A lot of people think that they don't have choices, that they don't have options. They just think this is the life it is, this is the way life is, and this is like the cards are dealt. I should just stick to it, put up with it. But no, you have the option to change it. You have the option to design your life the way, whatever the hell you want it to be, which is the super exciting part. So we just have to, flip it around. We have to get aroused by the excitement and getting rid of all the negativity and the dislikes, and we want to be more excited on things that we really, really like. Because if we focus and switch our focus on the things that we dislike to things that we really like, what's going to happen for us is that we're going to change the vibration, which means that we're now focused on things that we do like. We're now focused on our happiness, our joy, our excitement levels will go up, and we're putting that focus into things that we actually like, and we're feeling good. And also, guess what happens? We manifest anything we want in our life because we attract it to our lives. We're no longer focusing on the dislikes. We're no longer focusing on things we don't like. We're only focusing on things that we like. I'm going to give you some examples of how you can really apply this particular tip. So say you have a test coming up at school and you're really, really nervous for it, and you're telling yourself, what if I bomb this test? This is going to be horrible. Or say you have like a job interview and you really need that job, or you really want that job, but you're really nervous, and you could be thinking like, what if I embarrass myself in the interview? What if I'm extremely unqualified? I'm just embarrass myself in front of the recruiter. What if they lowball me in my salary and I don't get the salary that I truly deserve? Or say you're in a relationship, or you want to manifest a relationship, but you're telling yourself, what if I don't find my soulmate, and I'm just gonna be single forever? What if the guy or whoever you're trying to date is thinks doesn't love me anymore? Or what happens if XYZ? We're just gonna switch around those instances, and we're gonna say, what if I, do so amazing and I ace that test? What if I, do a really good job in this interview and they offer me the job? What if I had the most successful relationship that I could ever possibly imagine? What if I was able to make that amount of money and every month? When we give ourselves that chance of thinking about the positives of things, we now let go of all the fear, doubt, worry, anger, any other negative emotions around that instance that you're thinking about. We let that go. Because remember, manifestation is about being aware of what's happening, being aware of our thoughts, our feelings, where we place our attention to, and stopping yourself when we focus our attention on things that we don't want. And so it's hard to kind of, negate negative emotions. Everyone goes through it. Even the best of manifestors will have some sort of negative instance, but it's able to kind of listen to that negative thought and let it go, and saying, this is not gonna affect me. We're gonna flip it on the positive side, because whatever we are putting our focus on, like I said, it's gonna reflect back to us, and we're going to experience that more. So the more positive experiences that we're gonna have, the more positive experiences are gonna be reflected back to us, which is really, really great. And when we are feeling positive and great about ourselves, we're actually more in alignment with our desires. And Neville Goddard always talks about, in order for us to manifest what we want into our lives, you have to live in the end result, which means that whatever you're trying to manifest in your life, what is the emotion that you feel about that? And usually, most of the times when we're trying to manifest something that we really want, it all is the same emotion, which is happiness, joy, excitement, ecstatic, gratefulness, happiness. Like I said, happiness. It's that same emotion. So if you emulate that now, before you even have the manifestation, your desires in your reality, if you mirror that now and you say, I'm doing this now, you will able to be more in alignment with that desire, and you're able to get the manifestation and that very, very fast. So our thoughts are so incredibly powerful. And once you realize how powerful your thoughts really are, you're going to be really aware of what you actually say to yourself, a lot of the self-talk that you say to yourself. And so I know when I was a couple years ago, and even now to a certain extent, I'm like my worst critic. And I sometimes say, some really mean things to myself, because I want, maybe to put out the best content on YouTube. I want to do a lot of things, and I'm always over criticizing myself. And I have to be really aware of that, because that's just like a scenario that brings me negativity, and I'm gonna manifest more things to be critical and negative about. So being aware of your thoughts and being aware of your thoughts and seeing where your thoughts really take you is really, very important, because it can take you down the wrong path, and you don't want to go down the wrong path, because it would really suck a lot of time out. Where if you put your focus on things that you actually really enjoy, you're going to be able to get the things you want, and your time is well spent, and it's a lot more efficient, I guess, because you're actually on the right path to success, to happiness, to joy, to experiencing life the way you truly want it to be. But our thoughts really can take us in the wrong direction sometimes, and it's being able to being aware of your thoughts and not letting those negative thoughts really get to you, and really switch it around and flip it around and move you in the right direction, because sometimes you'll be in the right direction and then all of a sudden an obstacle will come into your life and will start pulling you in the wrong direction. But it's important to just not let the negativity pull you and misdirect you. So if you change your focus and you put your focus on attention on the things that you do like, and like change up your vibration, and it's simple as that, and you're able to track everything you want. It's very, very fast once you start doing this. And I think it's honestly kind of a skill, and you'll kind of also, when you recognize it in yourself, you can recognize it in other people and see where they go wrong as well. And so I've recognized it myself, and everyone has, like their battles and everything like that. But it's not letting the negativity really get to you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I sincerely appreciate it. Please try this out and let me know in the comment section down below if this tip is really working out for you. It's a little tweak, little adjustment that you have to do. A lot of times I think people think they have to change everything about themselves in their life to get the things they want in their life. But no, it's just that little tweak, that little adjustment, that little reminder to help you stay on the right path. If you like this kind of content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, follow me on my social medias. I also have a free manifestation cheat sheet guide. I'll leave a link in the description box down below. And in this kind of PDF download, I'm giving you my favorite manifestation tips that really helped me along my manifestation journey and helped me, get the things I want in my life. Because there's a lot of things on the internet, and it can be quite confusing, quite frustrating. And I kind of break it down for you. Very simple, very easy to follow. That's in the description box down below. I also have a paid course called the Manifestation Blueprint, where I go more into detail with manifestation. If you're interested, that's also in the description box down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.